Peace and love, family. Um, Today I want to talk about the ego, aka pride, and how the ego or pride can be your downfall to a lot of things. Mainly, what I'm talking about is relationships. With my experience dealing with the ego, aka pride, I've come across a lot of negative experiences being led by my ego, and I'm just speaking for myself. Y'all, you gotta hold your own self accountable, but for me, I'm speaking for me. I've allowed my ego to have me thinking irrational. I've had my ego lead me down different directions that wasn't so good, and it proved itself not to be so good. But in relationships, ego is in my opinion, ego is one of the main downfalls of a lot of relationships. Whether you married, whether you a companion, whether it's just, you talking to somebody. Ego is one of the main things or main downfalls to relationships. Like I said, ego, aka pride, gets in the way of certain things. You got the dynamics of male masculine and female feminine, to where you have those two things battling when they shouldn't be battling, but they should be fusing as one. Talking about relationships. So when you do deal with ego, aka pride, and you don't hold yourself accountable, you could be the leading cause to why your relationship didn't flourish or why didn't it succeed. I know in my experience, I've held myself accountable for a lot of things that I've done, but I've also realized that a lot of decisions that I made was based off of ego, which now I'm learning a lot more every day to put my ego to the side. Not just in relationships, but just in life just in life period, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't always have to have the last word. You don't always have to be right. You feel me? That's a lot of, we talking about relationships. So in a lot of relationships, black women, you seem to always have to be right. Now, that's cool, whatever. But if your ego, aka pride, is in a way that's making you think that you're right all the time, that can push somebody away. Just like with men have this pride thing where, I'm the man, I put my foot down, and all this other stuff. But then he caught himself putting his foot down, and you done kicked your woman straight out the door, you know what I'm saying, into somebody else's arms. But both cases, you know what I'm saying, it deals with pride, it deals with ego. So with me, how I'm helping myself with pride and ego, I'm not taking life too serious. Now, roll with me. When I say I'm not taking life too serious, I mean I'm not taking life too serious in the aspect of, I don't have to be right in this particular scenario. I don't have to have the last word in this certain situation. Because when you know who you are, it's left unspoken. Like you don't have to say anything else. Because if you are operating how you supposed to be operating, higher vibrations and all that, somebody's coming with that negative force field or biofield, whatever, you know what I'm saying, that biofield, that negativity. Way to bounce it off, you know what I'm saying, is with positivity. That's how you eliminate the negative, is you kill it with positive. Because positive is always going to triumph over negative. Now, back on subject. When it's concerning us as far as our melanated selves, our black people, you know what I'm saying? we got a lot of pride. We got a lot of ego. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell us nothing. You can't, nah, nigga, you ain't, nah, bitch, you ain't telling nothing. Like, we all deal with ego, which get us into a lot of mess, especially in relationships. Talking about relationships. And then, before I lose my train of thought, you know what I'm saying? You'll have certain situations to where, okay, you and the person you with might be going through something, but ego is in the way, first off. Because you got somebody like, oh no, they gonna have to come to me first before I forgive them, or oh no, ain't no way in hell I'm about to shit. Nah, man, because first of all, that separation, that wedge that's between both of y'all was one, both of y'all's ego is in the way saying, no, I'm waiting on this one, no, I'm waiting on this one. Ain't nobody ever gonna step up and be like, all right, let's resolve this. You know what I'm saying? We bigger than this, we better than this, we adults, let's handle this as adults. But nowadays, no, niggas ain't doing that. Like, niggas will break up, leave, going about their business, leaving the person they was meant to be with, but they'll never know that because they never took the time to communicate and put their pride to the side. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, another thing with pride and ego, you know what I'm saying? Pride and ego blocks you from ascending to your higher potential, your higher self. It blocks you because pride and ego will tell you, oh no, I gotta go about things like this, about nah, I ain't really used to that, so I ain't even gonna mess with that, but I'm used to this. You basically stuck in your ways. Pride and ego got you stuck in your ways, where it's like you can't ascend to your higher level spiritually because you stuck in a way. You stuck in a certain belief system. You stuck in a certain simulation computer program. Like, you stuck in a certain program where it's like, I can't get out of this particular, I can't get off this level. I'm still on this level because my pride and ego is in the way. And then I know this is like kind of scattered, but it's off the top of my head. This ain't scripted, this ain't written down, this is just speaking from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Another way how I operate is how I put my pride and ego to the side is every morning, every night before I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? When I wake up, I just, you know what I'm saying, I reflect. Like, I go within myself. You know what I'm saying? I meditate. I go within myself to be like, how am I feeling? How are you feeling this morning, Philip? Like, I'm feeling pretty good. Or it'd be some days where it's like, man, I don't know what's wrong, man, but I must have went to sleep with something, you know what I'm saying, bothering me that I didn't resolve before I went to sleep. And then that's where it comes in, where when I go to sleep, I go within myself and make sure I reflect on the day and really see if there's something in my heart, not my mind, because your heart is supposed to communicate to your brain. You're supposed to be led by your heart, not your mind. But a lot of people are led by their mind and perceptions and beliefs, and be led by your heart. So I go within my heart and I search and see if there's anything that's bothering me, if there's anything throughout the day that may have pissed me off that I didn't get time to really like resolve within myself. Once I'm cool, or once I see and dissect, okay, this is what I found. Okay, get rid of that. Boom. Okay, I'm good on that. I'm able to carry on my day a certain way. I'm able to put my pride and my ego to the side through the course of the day because of how I started my day. It's important how you start your day, because how you start your day will set the tone for the rest of your day. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? And how you end the night sets the tone for how you start your day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's kind of like a nice little quick little thought that was in my head that I felt like talking about right quick. But once again, man, it's gonna be more. I might have a part 2 about ego, right now, man, like I said, it was just on my mind, something that I'm just speaking from the heart, especially when it's concerning relationships, black relationships. It's a lot of ego and pride that destroys great black relationships because black women and black men are not willing to communicate. Black women and black men have too much damn pride to say, nigga, I'm sorry. And then you got people who are willing to be like, hey, I'm sorry. Then you got them other people who are stuck in their emotions and they can't get over certain things to where they become stagnant. Do another video on that because I'm going through that right now. To where, you know what I'm saying, I'm flowing in the spirit, like I'm like I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm on a spiritual high that I can't explain. You feel what I'm saying? And it has me not taking life too seriously. Now people might take that and be like, oh, well, it show that you don't care, or oh, you really don't. No, I'm not taking life too seriously. And one thing, especially in relationships, don't ever force anything. Don't ever force anything. It's supposed to flow. True unconditional love is supposed to flow. You're not supposed to force anything. Don't beg nobody to be with you. Don't beg nobody to forgive you. If they can't forgive you, if they can't get over it, move on, because you'll be wasting your time and it'll prove that you don't know your worth. Because why would you chase somebody that isn't giving you the same response back? So I'm not chasing, like me personally, I'm not chasing nobody because I know my worth. I know my worth. Especially if I know my worth. Nigga, that my worth. Nigga, not even worth. Nigga, worth. Nigga, I know my worth. Nigga. And I ain't chasing nobody. Like, I'm not chasing anybody because if I love somebody more than they love me, or if I'm giving them more love or showing them more love and I'm not receiving that back, to me, that's being foolish to keep chasing somebody and they like, nah, I'm good. So with all that, family, peace and love, positivity, all that. Love y'all.